back again. Got my first YouTube creator email last month. Don't think I ever got one of those before, but I picked up one new subscriber, and y'all watched over 6 hours of me talking. I know that's really huge. Just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of y'all. I'm going to take just a moment to say something. There's someone I know going through some tough times. I'm not mentioning names, not giving any clues whatsoever. I don't know if they will see this video or not. But if it's your thing or not, you know, prayers, good vibes, whatever, they could really benefit from that right now. And if it's not, just say so anyway, just because we all have good and bad times that we go through, and sometimes it's really nice just to have a little bit of moral support. So I was just throwing that out there. Now, on to the purpose of this video. I saw a report. It's from 2 or 3 different places. The link I'm going to put is to RT, I guess Russian Times, but there's other news agencies too, about the G20 summit, in which they were making a big deal about the fact that Trump was not in the very front row center of the group's picture, like Obama was last year. Got to throw that in there because they sure as heck did. I'm going to go ahead and say it. In the same article, they showed, Angela Merkel was actually close to front and center. But they showed previous pictures, or pictures from previous years. And Obama in last year's picture was right next to Angela Merkel there toward the center. But in other pictures, he was over toward the end, like where Trump was. But yet they're wanting to make a big deal about it. You want to know why people are starting to distrust the mainstream media? Even your more fringe outlets such as RT? It's because of bullcrap like that. It's true. We won't go into some of the CNN blackmail thing that's got stirred up this week. Let's just focus on this. They're trying to make a big deal. Well, Trump couldn't push his way to the center of this picture. Maybe he wasn't trying. Maybe he didn't do that before. See, you don't know what's going on because you're not there. But you sure as heck do want to act like you are, that you know what's going on. Yeah, I can look away and look at the camera more because I'm at a red light. But that's what I don't get. By the looks of it, there's no rhyme or reason as to who stands in the front and center, so to speak. There's no set guideline to it. It's just maybe they intentionally move people around so that way they don't have the same people in the same spots year after year. Maybe that's what's going on. But you're making a big deal out of it. The thing is, when you go around making a big deal about piddly little things like that, the Trump fanatics, the only people that you're going to have on your side are those who despise Trump, and are going to despise him no matter what. The Trump fanatics, they're going to be against you no matter what. If you say anything questionable about him, chances are a Trump fanatic's going to immediately attack you. But anyone more centric, more reasonable, not so polarized, is going to look at that and say, well, this is a steaming pile of bull crap. And they're going to look at that as bias in the news media. They're going to hold that against you. Well, that's the truth. I'm no huge Trump fan. I'm not going to lie. There's times he says and does some things, I'm like, maybe I could get behind him. And then there's times he says and does things that make me just want to smack him upside the head and say, you just shut up. Or what were you thinking? Why did you try to appoint that doofus? And you're going to find that with no matter who it is. If you are truly, open-minded, you're going to find things that you agree with and disagree with everyone. I'm not a fan of the sanctions that's preventing buying the Vapor, I think is what it's called, how it's pronounced. AK rifle from Mullet Industries, or however it is you pronounce it. I'm not Russian. But no longer allowed to import them. That's over the Ukraine deal, in which it's none of our business to begin with. And the thing is, if you think you're hurting the Russian economy by preventing something made by Kalashnikov or whatever being imported to the United States, you're not affecting anyone in Russia. One, their imports to this country are not the biggest in the world. Putting on a ban, even temporary, to we're not going to bring in imports from this area or this area. That's not going to affect Russia. They'll just go, we find someone else to give us money. And they will. The only people you're going to hurt by doing that are your honest, law-abiding American citizens who can no longer buy something they want because you can't play nice with another country. If you want to affect, if you're pissed off over the Russian and Ukraine ordeal, let the United Nations take care of it. That's what the United Nations was created to do. It's not the place of the United States government to be the moral police of the world. One, it's not our business to be the police of the world. And two, we need to be focusing on our own issues. And two, we can't be moral anything. Trust me. A lot of the mess in the Middle East is stuff that we created in the Cold War to prevent the spread of the Soviet Union's influence. Same with Central and South America. We want to try to be the big, bad, moral police. We're not. There's nothing moral about intervening, sticking our nose into the day-to-day affairs of sovereign nations. Especially when we can't get our own crap together, when we can't even get a balanced budget, can't deal with our own debt issues. We have crumbling infrastructure. We have American citizens struggling to get by day to day. But yet we want to try to influence the world? No. Let's fix our own issues. Let's address our own issues. And then we can look at the rest of the world. And going around and nitpicking Trump because he wasn't standing in a certain spot, in the same spot as his predecessor in the previous year's picture, that's bullcrap. Obama didn't even stand in the same spot year after year, so you're going to pick on Trump because he wasn't in the same spot? Congratulations. That's how you get the reputation of being biased. That's how you lose viewership and support. Anyway, I'm about to the house now. I'm going to start uploading this video. I have a frozen custard cake I need to get in the freezer. I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I'm getting off here now. I'm out to the house. Later.